Hi, I'm Baz, this is I Sharpen, and today I'm sharpening some knives for a chef. Nothing spectacular, but I thought I might bring you along. So I already started one, but I forgot to switch my microphone on, so we're starting the movie all over again. 4 to go. This one I'm already halfway through. I'm on the Blackstone, which even though it is down to 195 millimeters, they start off at about 250, and they're pretty much dead by about 185, so this has got 10 more millimeters to go. Some burr developing. I've set this on the fine setting, which is the 320 grade diamond plate. So it's a one-step process. I set the knives at 32 degrees, which is 16 degrees per side. I find that to be plenty, especially on knives that are a little bit worn out. They're quite fat, and most knife owners don't want to pay for the thinning process. I'm not the world's best thinner. In fact, I don't think I have the skill at all, but I could figure something out on the 1x30. Okay, I have a burr all the way across. So a couple of more passes with lighter pressure. This, of course, is the Tormek T8 machine. Rotating Waterstone. The Blackstone wheel, silicon carbide. So it's quite sharp while still being smooth. I love the nice precise bevels that you get on the Tormek. These need a bit of heel work still. In order to be perfect. Why do I use the Tormek T8? Well, primarily because that's the machine I had. I was using it for sharpening wood turning chisels when I was doing some wood turning. I tried the knife jig, it came out good, and I thought, there's a business idea. I had some Yahoo on here just recently commenting saying this is stupid, it's a dumb system. He prefers his push rod, he says it's faster. So, you know, still, we shouldn't laugh at mentally challenged people. It's a bit rude. Needless to say, we won't be seeing him again. Got no time for dickheads. I don't mind constructive criticism, but when you're just going to come on and make jokes and fun of the method, then obviously you've got issues in the head, and I won't be a part of them. Icy smooth. So luckily YouTube gives you a very easy way to deal with people like that. You just click on their name and block user. The funny thing is that they keep commenting. They can see the comments, but nobody else can, including me. So it wastes their time as well, which is hilarious. And that gives me the fizz. So now onto the kangaroo tail. Strop to clean out all the micro burr that's in between the ridges of the grinding marks. This is what makes the big difference. A little bit on the suede side. Yep, phone call. Let's test it. I use the cigarette rolling papers because they're very sensitive and they'll tell me if there's any burr left over. See how that's gripping a little bit and being a little bit weird? That tells me there's still little bits of metal hanging on the edge. When it slices smooth, I know the job's done. And removing the burr is important because the burr will wrap over the edge and cause premature bluntness, so you really want to get it all off. Getting there, still not brilliant. Getting there. Small plane off in the distance, one of my favourite sounds. I may be the only one, but there you go. Yeah, better. Still not brilliant though. A little bit more. I accept nothing less than perfection because I charge a little bit more than others. People expect razor sharp knives. That's pretty good. Not super 100%, but don't know what could be, don't know. But I'm happy with that. So, I've got a boning knife, a utility, and a flexible filleting knife. So we'll do the utility next, because I'll do that at 32 degrees as well. And then I'll adjust the angle for the boning knife and the filleting knife. The boning knife, I'll make it a bigger angle, probably 20 degrees per side, because it's expecting rough treatment. And the filleting knife, I'll go the other way. I'll probably take it down to 28, so 14 degrees per side, because that's treated generally very gently and needs to be razor sharp. You might want to have a look at this. So this is what the knife came to me as. And after 3 passes on the Tormek, there's that nice flashing bevel. Beautiful. I love the Tormek. It's not as fast as some of the belt sanding techniques, but I love its precision and the way the bevel looks. You don't want to do too many passes on one side, but a couple of passes is okay. Even 3 or 4 when you're first starting off, just to establish those initial bevels. Then as you start to feel the burr, swap it over every time. I feel a burr there now, so I'll give it a couple of passes on each side and then we're done. The trick to using a Tormek is to be smooth in the moves. You don't want to be jerky. You don't want to be sort of, hovering and waiting on trying to do one area instead of the other. If you have one area that needs doing, you have to do the whole thing over and over again until you get down to where you want to be on that side or in that section of the knife. Beautiful burr, beautiful tip, beautiful bevels. Let's get those burrs off. So I'll start with the bevel up because I want to weaken its back. So I polish the back, and then when I finally get to attacking the burr, it'll fall off much easier. And this method has been tested and proven to work better than to attack the burr on the first pass. Originally suggested by the Tormek crew themselves in one of their videos. It piqued the interest of Dr. Vadim from Knife Grinders Australia, on whose shoulders we all stand. He died, but his legacy lives on through his YouTube videos. So I may be gone when you're watching this, but hopefully my videos will still be here to instruct you. It's pretty gloomy. We're all dying. Nobody gets out alive. Icy smooth, beautiful. I'll try early. I think it will need more than this, but it's better to underdo than overdo. Ooh, nice entry. Yeah, not bad. A little bit on the reverse. If this is the first video of mine that you're watching, welcome, thank you. If you're enjoying it, hit the like button, because that tells YouTube to send it to more people. That helps me. And anything that helps me helps Chilli the dog. Not as nice an entry. But that had a nicer finish. So if we see if we can get that entry better. See? That's a nicer entry. And a beautiful finish. Very happy with that. Now the boning knife. So the chef knives, let's say they're like that. The boning knife is going to be wider angle because it's going to be hitting things like bones, and they're generally treated a bit rougher. So I increase the angle. I'll show you what it looks like. It's not that bad. I mean, you can't really tell that much difference. I can. But the bevel's still there. Well, that's my customer. Woof, woof, woof. All right. So And now I'm under pressure. I've got the customer right there. Oh, where was I up to? Changing this to 40 degrees for the boning knife. And stand that up a little bit more. No burr yet. Now I have a burr. A couple of more passes. Using less pressure. Perfect. My engineering eye tells me that this side needs a few more passes. Much better. Maybe a little right on the belly. Done. Rip that burr off. A little bit rough still. smooth. Let's whip that micro burr off. See how it goes. Bit of a hard start. Nope. Much better entry. Better, a little bit teary on the back. Maybe finish it on the fine. And the angle of the boning knife being 40 degrees also makes it a little bit more challenging to slide through the tally-ho, but not impossible. Ooh, hard to start. We're getting there. Now, previously I would have thought when I was starting off that, oh no, I've ruined the edge. But my experience tells me that that's just the little burrs coming off and maybe sticking on as I'm ripping them out with the kangaroo leather. And if I persist, I should get them all out and produce a very fine slice. And if it fails to improve, I can always just regrind it again. Better entry. A little bit pulley. Mr. Chilli clip-clopping away. See, great entry. Very nice all the way through. Stropping makes a huge difference. That illustrates the importance of stropping. No matter what you use, it's got to be done. Now, go on to the filleting knife. Now, this is a flexible knife, so I'm going to use the flexible knife jig, sometimes called the long knife jig, but its real use is for flexible knives to provide a strong backbone, because this jig will do long knives as well. Okay, now this one, we're going to lean the angle over way more because it's got slicing to do. Where's my thing? There it is. So I'm taking it from 20 all the way back down to 14 degrees per side, which is 28. Just make sure that we're still on the smooth setting. I'll take some of those carbides down a little bit. Just lean them over. I use a wooden dowel made of oak, apparently. Now, the problem here is that as this wheel gets small, the handle starts to touch here. Not much you can do about it. Sometimes I flex the knife to lift the handle up off here, but this is getting quite low. Not a problem with the chef knives because the handles are up here, right? They're up out of the way, but with these long carving knives and filleting knives, that can be a bit of a problem. So I bend it up a bit to clear the way, keeping an eye on the wheel to make sure that the water is still cascading over the knife, telling me that I have full contact on the knife. Obviously not a problem on the left hand side. Full burr. Doesn't take much on these super thin knives. Beautiful burr. Last pass. Job done. Beautiful. Engineering eye test passes. Both bevels look the same. Whip that burr off. Perfect. I'll try it on the suede side first, in case that does the job. If I have a hard time, I'll go to the ridges. Let's see how we went. Oh, beautiful entry. Not bad, not bad. Just run it a few times on the ridges. Maybe one or twice. On the suede. I reckon that'll be as sharp as the sharpest thing on the top shelf of the sharp shop. Beautiful. That's it, we're done. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you've been back here once or twice and you haven't subscribed yet, don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button, it always helps support the channel. And that's it. I love how slicey these filleting knives get. Watch this. That's pleasing. Alright then. Well, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next movie. Ciao for now. Where's Chilli? There he is. He's lying down. Oh, he's getting up. Where are you, Chilli? Hello? Say hello? Hello? Alright. See you later.